In the ever-evolving landscape of Thai entertainment, the year 2026 has become a definitive turning point, a year where the glittering facade of the girls' love industry met the raw, unyielding ambition of its most prominent figures. At the heart of this seismic shift is Faye Peraya, a woman who has spent the last year transitioning from a scripted idol into a self-made mogul. The title of this new chapter is not written in the stars of her former studio, but in the bold serif font of her own creation, Fabel Entertainment. To understand why the Fabel Rebellion is more than just a company launch, one must look at the wreckage of the traditional ship culture that Faye is systematically dismantling to build a dynasty on her own terms. For years, the industry followed a rigid, highly profitable blueprint. Two actresses would be paired, their lives intertwined in a blur of scripted fan service, joint brand deals, and a narrative that suggested their professional and personal worlds were inseparable. This was the FayeYoko era, a period of unprecedented growth for 9-star studios and a time of intense devotion for the Blankets, a fandom that spanned continents. But as 2025 bled into 2026, the cracks in this high-pressure vessel became impossible to ignore. While the industry demanded more of the same, Faye Peraya saw a ceiling. She saw a system where the artists were often the last to benefit from their own labor, and the first to be blamed when the illusion faltered. Her departure from 9-star studios wasn't just a career change. It was an act of defiance against a system that commodifies chemistry. The Fabel Rebellion officially took flight with the announcement of Faye's new project, Broken of Love. This wasn't just another series announcement. It was a manifesto. By stepping into the dual role of lead actress and executive producer, Faye effectively cut the middleman out of the creative process. At the blessing ceremony held at the Trimurti Shrine in February 2026, the atmosphere was markedly different from the chaotic, ship-centric events of the past. There was a sense of gravitas, a focus on the craft, and a clear message. Faye is no longer a pawn in someone else's marketing strategy. She is the strategist. This shift is reflected in the branding of Fabel Entertainment itself, which emphasizes goodness, morality, and gratitude. A subtle but sharp critique of the industry's often cutthroat and opaque management styles. While Faye builds her empire in the light, the silence surrounding Yoko Apasra at 9-star studios has created a haunting counter-narrative. The contrast is stark. On one side we see the CEO actress thriving in her autonomy, while on the other, Yoko remains tethered to a contract that many fans perceive as a gilded cage. This tension is the fuel for the current discourse in 2026. The #FreeYoko movement and the anticipation surrounding her #NeverForgetProject suggest that the audience is no longer satisfied with just content. They want agency for their idols. Faye's rebellion has educated the audience. They now look past the screen and into the contracts, the production credits, and the power dynamics behind the scenes. This new era of solo power is also rewriting the rules of digital influence. In 2026, the most successful stars are those who can command an audience without a partner to lean on. Faye's recent appearance at the Iconsame event and her staggering $2.8 million earned media value during Fashion Month proved that her individual brand is a powerhouse. She isn't just a GL star. She is a global fashion icon and a business leader. This diversification is the ultimate protection against the volatility of fandom. By dismantling the ship, she has forced the industry to value her as a singular talent. This is the blueprint for the next generation of Thai stars who are watching her every move, realizing that they don't have to be half of a whole to be successful. The fallout of this rebellion has also transformed the fandom economy. We are seeing the rise of the solo stan, a demographic that prioritizes the artist's personal growth over a forced romantic narrative. These fans are investing in Faye's company, supporting her production choices, and defending her right to privacy. This shift is crucial for the longevity of the Thai entertainment industry. When the success of a project is tied to a ship, it has an expiration date. When success is tied to a studio's creative merit and an actress's individual skill, it becomes a sustainable career. Faye is betting on the latter, and so far the market is responding with high-value magazine covers and sold-out solo fan meetings. However, the rebellion isn't without its casualties. The legacy blankets, who still cling to the memories of the FayeYoko era, represent a segment of the audience that is mourning the loss of a fantasy. But even this mourning is being channeled into something new. The fandom has moved into the realm of digital preservation and creative independence, with massive fanfiction archives on platforms like Wattpad and community-led charity projects through organizations like World Vision. They are learning that while the ship may have sailed in different directions, the community it built can still do good. This evolution from shippers to advocates is perhaps the most unexpected result of Faye's decision to strike out on her own. As we look toward the middle of 2026, the Fabel effect is beginning to ripple through other studios. We see new pairings like Niall and Namwan or Shelley and Ayam being marketed with a bit more breathing room, a bit more emphasis on their individual identities. The industry is realizing that the audience in 2026 is smarter, more empathetic, and more interested in the how and why of production. Faye Peraya didn't just start a company. She started a conversation about what it means to be an empowered woman in an industry designed to keep women in boxes. She has traded the comfort of a guaranteed ship paycheck for the risky, exhilarating path of ownership. The story of Faye and Yoko in 2026 is no longer a story of will they, won't they. It is a story of how will she. How will Faye lead her new team? How will Yoko navigate her final months under her current management? How will the industry adapt to a world where its biggest stars are also its biggest competition? The Fabel Rebellion is a masterclass in rebranding and a testament to the power of a clear vision. It tells us that in the world of Thai GL, the most romantic thing an actress can do is fall in love with her own potential. By the time Broken of Love hits the screens, the landscape will likely be unrecognizable from the one that birthed the FayeYoko phenomenon. Faye Peraya is building a dynasty where she holds the pen, the camera, and the contract. She is proving that you can dismantle a legacy to build a future, and in doing so, she has become the most dangerous and the most exciting figure in the industry. The empire she is building isn't just made of scripts and sets. This shift signifies a maturation of the genre itself. GL is no longer just a niche subculture. It is a serious business with serious players. As Faye continues to push the boundaries of what a Thai actress can achieve, she is setting a standard that will be studied for years to come. The rebellion is televised, it's digital, and it's most definitely being led by a woman who refused to stay silent. The Fabel era is here, and the rules of the game have been changed forever.